Hi everyone, what's up? I've started this series to discuss different Pyspark coding questions for you to practice and become an expert in it. In this video, I will first show you the solution in SQL, then explain how you can write the same query using Pyspark. So watch the video till the end. If you're new to the channel, then please push the subscribe button as it will help my channel grow. I post videos every week to help you clear your next interview. Also, if you found this video useful, then please click the like button and share it with your friends. Now, let's get started with the video. So the question is, write an SQL query that reports the best seller by total sales price. If there is a tie, report them all. I've used two datasets here. One is products and the other one is sales. Link to both the dataset as well as this notebook is in the description. Let's check the data first. So the products table is this. We have product ID, product name and unit price. And this is the sales table where we have seller ID, and based on this seller ID we have to find out which seller made the most number of sales. Now let's move on to the solution. So before moving on to the Pyspark solution, let me show you how you can solve this in SQL. So our main goal is to find out which seller had made the most sales, and the most sale depends on this price column. Here I've not taken quantity into any consideration. I'm just considering that the total price of these two items is 2000. Now keeping this information in mind, let me calculate the total sales made by each seller. So for seller ID equal to 1, total sales is 2000 plus 800, that gives me 2800. Total sales for seller 2 is 800. Total sales for seller 3 is 2800. Now, if I arrange them in descending order, basically the seller who has the highest sales price will go at the top. So 3 and 1 will have the same sales price, basically 2800 and 2800. That will be at the top, and then after that, seller 2 will come with price equal to 800. Now in this arrangement, if I have to give a rank that tells me that which row is the highest sales, which row has the highest price. So if I give a rank, then seller ID 3 and 1 will have same rank, that is rank equal to 1, while seller ID 2 will have rank 2. Now based on this rank, I can filter out those sellers which have made the highest price. And this is what I have done in the SQL query as well. Let me show you. So first we'll look into this inner query. What I've done is select seller ID, rank, over order by sum of price and in descending order. Here you can notice I've not used any partition by clause because I don't want to create any window out of the available data. I just want to apply the rank function on the entire data. So once I have written this inner query, then what I've done is select a.sellerID. A is the alias of this inner query, where a.rk, basically the output of the rank function, is equal to 1. So my final answer is seller ID 3 and 1. I hope you understood how this SQL query is working. Now let me show you how you can write this same question, how you can solve it in Pyspark. The reason why I showed you the SQL solution first is initially it was easy for me to solve questions like this in SQL. So I can write the SQL query, and based on this query, I will try to convert it into a Pyspark code. What I've done is I've broken down the Pyspark code into multiple parts so that it is easy for you to understand as well. Let me go one by one. So first part is how much each seller sold. Here I've created an aggregated DF, and DF sales is my primary data frame that has the sales table. So group by seller ID, and I'm doing an aggregate of sum of price, and the alias is total price. So what it does is for each seller, it will sum up all the price columns value and give you the total price. So seller 3 had made a sale of total price 2800. Seller 1 had made a sale of total price of again 2800, and seller 2 had made a sale of total price of 800. So based on the data that we just saw, right? Now this is part 1. Let's go to next part. Next part is we will add the rank function. So for adding the rank function, you have to import the window class. Let me show you the import statement also. So this is the class you have to import first. Then usually what we do is we can also write this step in the same command, but I usually make a separate line. So this window spec what this means is window.orderBy and total price is in descending order. So this window spec is the variable or the object of this window class. This is same how we do in the SQL. Just whatever is inside the over, we write it in some place else, we assign us some different variable for that, and then we feed that variable inside this over clause. So this is what I've done. I have created the window spec. Then in the final code, aggregated df dot with column. Here is the column name of the rank function. Then rank dot over and window spec. Finally, if I display, then what it does is for each seller, a rank will be assigned based on the total price. Now, because it was in descending order, so the highest price will have rank 1, and rank has a functionality where if two records inside the window has same value in the over clause, in the order by clause, if it has same value, then same rank will be assigned, and the next record will have rank equal to what row number would have given it. So if I calculate row number for these, this might be 1, 2 and 3. So 2 has got 3. I hope you understood how this rank function is working. You can try this once on your own. You can try writing row number and dense rank also. It will make things more clear. And if rank function is very new to you, then I would ask you to refer my video on the window functions. I have covered all the window functions and not just rank, dense rank and row number. It will make things more clear for you. Moving on, I've created a top seller df. This is based on the previous data frame, that is rank df. So once I have the rank column, I can just make a filter, right? So rank df dot filter column rk equal to 1. Why? Because I need the top sellers. Here we have two sellers that have a tie, that is both have roll price 2800. So I have to return both of them. So that is why I've done a filter and selected seller ID. And finally, this is my final answer. The question clearly states that if there is a tie, then return both of them. And that is why I have used rank. If the question had said that if there is tie, only return 1, then row number would be enough to solve this question. I hope you understood how I solved this and why I first showed you SQL and then the Pyspark, because it makes it much more easier to write Pyspark code when we can refer existing SQL query. So I have more questions in mind, so I'll come up with new videos on the same topics. So stay tuned. So that's it for this video. If you found it useful, then please share it with your friends and like the video. In the coming few weeks, I have planned many such videos on Pyspark and SQL interview questions. So stay tuned for them, and if you have not subscribed, then please press the subscribe button, and I'll see you next time.